Hello there guys, it's me Unstable Voltage and welcome back to episode 10 of Europa Universalis IV with Mare Nostrum as Vijayanagar, and these intros are getting more and more complex as time goes on. So I've decided I really do want to go to war with Bormanis. I can't really afford to hang on and let other people start taking bites out of the pie. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and put up my military maintenance. I'm going to go and move all of my soldiers over towards the border. And hopefully what we're going to be able to do is humiliate them, take a couple of the provinces that I want, and at the same time maybe break some of their alliances and take some money from them. And also really like to grab this province. They're also being sieged out by Gujarat at the moment, which is not too great for them. So let's see, if we were to go ahead and do this now, Malwa would actually come in on favours, which is fantastic. So let's go ahead and get Malwa to come in. So let's go ahead and confirm that. Now, one thing that I am going to do, we've failed our mission, of course, we expected that to happen. Rival of our rival is with Gujarat. We can actually do that. I'm not too sure how long Gujarat are going to survive for at the moment, but we could certainly go and improve some relations over there. So let's go ahead and do that. Gujarat are actually sieging that province that I would like, which is unfortunate. So we'll leave them to it, and what I'm going to do is move my guys into their capital and into the other fort. So that's what we're going to be doing here. Now then, hopefully, I'm kind of hoping Gujarat's army gets... Right, okay, we've also got, and this might be me just coming in to deal with this first, actually. Mal was actually getting attacked by Jaunpur over there. I'm going to go in here and actually try and deal with Orissa's army. If we can separate piece Orissa out of this fight, it will make it a lot easier for us. And we've just gone ahead and stat wiped them. So that makes that a lot easier. So I'm just going to go straight up... Oh, I can't even get straight to their capital. Why not? Where is there a fort? Oh, it's this fort here. Okay, well, let's go and siege this fort out. If we can siege this fort out, we can get to their capital. There's a lot of armies around. We've got to be careful here. But taking Orissa's army out already, that's a great help to us. Yeah, there's a... Right, okay, somebody's coming in to attack. You're coming in there, are you? Can we get there? Kind of. It's a bit of a janky route, but we'll try and get there. Now, it looks like that they're getting reinforcements. Okay, let's just slow this down to speed 2 so I can keep a better eye on how this battle's going to go. Rolled a 9 in the shot phase. Very nice. Rolled a 7 in the fire phase. Shot phase was again slightly in my favour. The fire phase slightly in my favour. That shot phase did not go well. We rolled a 9 there. We're not going to get the reinforcements that we need. We are going to have to back off. That was really unfortunate. We took a lot of hits there. So we'll come back to our own land, lick our wounds for a little bit, try and allow things to continue. What have you got there? 2 heavies and mostly transports and 1 light. I'm going to go and unmothball the heavies. Might be able to bring them out and do something with them there. Now you're going to go and engage them there. I wouldn't necessarily recommend doing that. My forts have turned on now, which will help me out slightly. These guys should start to heal up. Let's put them in 2 separate provinces, so we don't get any attrition. Gujarat, yes, you can have military access. Anything that you want to do to come and help with this battle would be good. Maybe I went in a little bit early on this fight. Maybe I should have waited a little bit longer. Let's start moving forwards with some of these units, but they still have quite a lot of men around. But if we can sort of catch some of them when they're on their own. They are sort of splitting their armies up a little, which is nice. You're moving in over there, are you? So if I can go and get in there in time... Unfortunately, one of the armies really got caught out of position there. I'm hoping that Malwa can get in time to save that. No, they can't. Which now means I'm going to get caught. Or is it this guy that's going to get caught? Well, you're going to get caught. You get out on the 29th. They get there on the 29th. Wherever I go here, I'm running into a battle. Not too sure which way this one's going to go. They're still trying to catch me. They didn't. Which means if we can get in there in time... Malwa is coming in to help. They've got to get around my forts, which is causing them a bit of a problem. So, Malwa are in. And we are in. Now, we still have that river crossing penalty. Good roll in the shot phase. Another good roll in the shot phase. And we actually won that battle. Now, they're engaging into us. Didn't get a chance to shift consolidate, unfortunately. They have managed to siege out a province or two. They've got a much better leader than us. Not liking the losses that we're taking. We don't really have anybody else to reinforce at the moment. And yeah, we're getting out of there. So let's go and run away again. That was unfortunate. We can, though, go and take extra 10% infantry combat ability. So it's well worth doing that. This is going to be a costly war. Looks like paying those loans off is going to have to wait for a while. And we will be grabbing ourselves a few more mercenaries to build up our numbers. We're actually currently losing this war, which is not too good. It'd be nice if Malwa was actually doing a little bit better. We seem to be having to deal with everybody down in this neck of the woods. Let's just try and make sure that we get all of these mercenaries together. Started off so well, actually, taking out Arissa's army to begin with. We've got forts taking some of this stuff back. Now, you seem to be trying to sneak around on the coast there. Now then, what have you got here? You've still only got 2 heavies. Let's go ahead and take our heavies. They're still only at 75%. We'll at least wait till the end of the month. You guys group up. You guys all get together. You're actually coming for me. Let's get in some decent territory. We've got hills, hills. I don't think we have any mountains. Got highlands. We'll just sit in the hills, I think. So if you want to come and attack me, you come and attack me in the hills. We'll group up here. Because I'm not at full morale, so there's no point me going to try and attack them. You're moving out of there. They are actually trying to attack me. That is very interesting. I'll get out on the 21st. They're going to arrive on the 20th, so I cannot get out of this. So let's go ahead and shift consolidate. So they are going to catch me. They are going to take a river crossing penalty, though. But this is the thing. The AI just walks around your forts like, you know, it just doesn't care that they exist. That was a good roll for me. The fact that they've got those 2 penalties are really good. Unfortunately, they've had a couple of damn fine rolls compared to my back-to-back zeros. Oh, I rolled a 9. I rolled a 9 on an insignificant phase. Thank you, game. Well, this isn't going too well, is it? At least we do have some money now, which means we can just actually go crazy and merc up like mad. Which I think is what we're going to do. We need the numbers here. Now, where have you've taken your ships down there, have you? Let's go and take my heavies and move down there. See if you're willing to get involved in that fight. Let's go ahead and consolidate here, because it'll save us a little. You actually really are trying to just move in and take this stack out, aren't you? Well, if you do happen to land on that stack, that's not too bad, because at least that stack's just going to keep you busy. Can't really go anywhere with that dude. We are in hills, which is not too bad. Right, you're fighting him. That's fine, because that's just keeping him busy. So we're getting some big stacks put together here. Sometimes when you do a fight, you just realise that you've bitten off more than you can chew. And currently our morale is just so low. Almost impossible to do anything here. We are also now taking morale damage. Now, if we can go ahead and win a fight against a small, easy little stack, which we can, we should get some morale back. So if we just jump in on here, we've got 2-to-1 numbers, so we should be able to just instantly squish that. And we did. Now, we do want to try and keep these guys safe. We are back to losing money, because that's what this game is all about. We actually lost one of our heavies. I wasn't keeping my eye on that battle. I'd kind of forgotten about it. Thought 3 heavies would have been enough, to be honest. Well, it's safe to say that I am making quite a mess of this campaign. No, you are actually attacking me there, aren't you, you little git? And I'm in farmlands as well. Can I get out of there on time? 24th of You're going to get here on the 22nd of January. If I go that way, I can get out. And we want to sort of stay in the hills, probably. Let's make him follow me around a little bit. We are taking attrition. No, he's actually going to catch me there. He's going to arrive on the 3rd. I'm not going to get out. Well, I'm going to get out on the 3rd. I might be able to do it. It's hills, though, and there is a river crossing. Yep, we got lucky. We got out of there. So let's start working our way around the map here, and let's start picking off some of these little stacks that are hiding at the back. That I do not appreciate. And if he wants to attack me now, he's going to have to sort of... You know, he's now the one sort of marching around. Let's go straight in here. We're not going to catch any of those guys. Might catch that one, though. That's grasslands, not the best place to sort of stay. I'm going to take... Let's just start getting these little 1-stacks where we can. Really wish that Malware were doing a little bit of a better job. But you can't have everything, can you? I guess we could go and try and take this province. Just trying to decide whether or not that's the smart move. They're probably going to try and come after me now. Now, I'm not taking as much attrition as you think. Yes, it's costing me money, but not really as much in manpower, because most of the troops that I have here are actually mercenaries. We'll just take the little bit of Diplo. We don't need an awful lot. And we start getting some of their forts. Now, they've got this little 7-stack down here, which I think we can go and cut off. And all of a sudden, as if by magic, the AI's just thought to itself, nah, the player's coming for me, I'm going to move. We've renewed a loan. Recall diplomat. Let's just detach a quick siege there and go and wipe out any little stacks that we can. Thank you very much. They've gone to do that fight up there. Gain a skill 2 philosopher. The advisor will be 50% cheaper. We'll have to take the admin power because I can't afford to get them at the moment. Okay, let's just go and do some of these sieges then. What's just been caught here? Oh, this is my transport fleet that's been forced out when the province was taken. That was annoying. Well, this isn't going too well. You're just going to go around and keep sieging provinces out, are you? Okay, let us split off. Well, we can't do that yet. Let us go and split off. Few men. You're going to come down there and kick this guy's ass because he's getting annoying. Let's go and get rid of that guy. Need to make sure that none of these guys come back and do anything nasty to me up here. You can take these provinces back as well. And I think my plan is to just try and get out of this war as quickly as possible. I'd love to win. Not necessarily convinced that it's going to work. But we've got some provinces that we need to try and take back. How did that battle go up there? Did Malwa actually win that battle? Can't see where Jaipur's army went. Unless they've sort of snuck down somewhere and they're coming around for me and I can't see them. But they were up there and they were fighting against Malwa. You'll be able to see here, actually. Did they won? Okay. Well, this might have turned things around. So what we're going to do now is just go and unsiege these provinces. So we're not getting quite as much war exhaustion, and that'll be a good start. Going to go up to speed 3 again. This video is going to end with me at war with Bormanis, just how the last video last week ended, which is pretty interesting. We will actually repay that loan. We'll still keep trying to pay off loans where we can. It is my intention to try and take a chunk of money from Bormanis, so that is a plan. My navies are in really bad shape at the moment. I did manage to save the trade fleet, but of course, while the trade fleet isn't out doing any trade, we're not actually gaining any money from them, which is terrible. But we can go and unsiege these provinces. That reduces their war score a little bit. Really, there's their army up there. There's Jaipur and Orissa. They're all kind of together. A little bit concerned about Malwa, although they're in farmlands. Malwa's probably going to take a beating. So what I really need... rival of our rival. Oh, great. Another mission completed. So what I really need to be trying to do here is getting these sieges before Jaipur has the chance to do whatever it's doing up there and come back down. But we're managing to sort of recapture the provinces that we need. We definitely want that one. Then we need to go and grab their last fort. Once we get their forts, I'm not too bothered about getting their buddies out. Oh, we've got a problem. Let us leave behind a single unit just to keep the siege progress and move you in. We can take that later. Let's get you moved in. You're done. Let's get you moved in. Anything we can do to assure that we win this fight is going to be good for us. Repay loan. Right, what have we got going on here? Let's just go down to speed 2 so we can see how terribly we get. Right, their leaders just died, which is fantastic. Unfortunately, we've had a lot of bad rolls. We did just manage to reinforce there. They're still rolling 9s, even without a leader. Because AI got a AI. We just rolled a 0. Fantastic. Rolled an 8 in the shot phase. That was good. We rolled a 9, but it was against an 8. 5 in the shot phase. We are about to just throw a couple more men in there. Rolled a 0 in the shot phase. That's not very good. And there are some units coming in to try and reinforce, but we did actually win that battle. So you guys are all going to group up. They're not going to come and attack. I think I'd sooner finish one siege than try and start another. So let's start moving over here. I know we were down to minus 7% on that, but I'm just a little bit worried about him coming down. That's exactly what he's going to try and do. Yeah, he was going to come and try and... He was going to come in there and try and snipe my one stack. And we don't want that to happen. Let's go and recall that diplomat. So we're a little bit short on funds at the moment, but we definitely need to... I think we can go back up to +3 for now. What we could also do is detach a siege here. And you're probably... No, you are locked. Good. So if we get there first... No, we didn't quite, but we should be able to win that battle. It's assuming you don't get massive rolls, and, you know, you're getting massive rolls, because that's what the AI does. We are pulling things back. We were at minus 15% at one point, maybe even more than that. We're now down to -3, so we are starting to sort of get things back. 21% chance that that is going to fall, We've taken out another loan. That's fine. I'm going to use that to grab a mercenary over here and use him to siege out this province. There is a bit of a siege going on over there as well, but I want this province. That is vitally important that we take this one. Well, not vitally important, but it is definitely one of the provinces that I want. There's you. So you go and get in that province and make sure that you siege it in our name. We also want to try and make sure we take Bastard, because we know that that is one of the provinces that we actually need to form Barat, and we don't want Malwa to end up taking that. So, 42% chance now that we're going to grab this. Still not too sure what Jainpur's army is doing. They're trying to siege out Malwa with the look of things. Andrew's all the way up there. Well, it's interesting. They are doing some damage. Not an awful lot of damage. Meanwhile, though, their forts are all getting sieged out, which is very good for us. Go on, 42% chance. Are we going to get it? No, defenders desert. Of course we're not going to get it. I don't even mind if Gujarat are taking out that fort. It does make life a little bit easier for me. Could go ahead and try and take that one stack. Would we catch it? No, so there's not even any point trying, really. We'll just stay there. 42% chance. Now, the war score is going down. I assume that's because our ally's losing so much of his land right now. I've got a few big stacks coming in, which are annoying. Disease outbreak, of course. Why would it have been anything else? You guys finish that siege, because then this stuff won't... Well, that won't flip back anyway, because it isn't next to a fort. But we really need, like, not to have disease outbreaks and stuff here. We need this fort to fall. We really, really need this fort to fall. So anytime you want to let that happen. These forts have been, like, no use. So I'm going to go and sort of just turn them back off so I'm not wasting money on them. Finally won that siege. So let's go ahead and get over here. And just start taking some more stuff. Still at minus 9%, but they do have low war enthusiasm. So they would probably white peace, but we probably wouldn't get anything better than a white peace out of them. Let's not go north. That seems like a little bit of a strange idea. A little bit of a silly thing to do. Malwa has peaced out. Now, that is bad. Now, actually, it's bad and it's good. It's bad because Malwa were deflecting a lot of the enemy troops. It's good because now that Malwa are out of the war, we've actually just suddenly got a lot of war score back. So could we sue for peace? They'd accept white peace. Would they give us anything? No. Would they give us even war reps? No, because you need 10% for war reps. They're going to come down here and try and engage our army, which is almost guaranteed. And I think we're just going to have to white peace out. I don't think I have enough men, now that Malwa are out, to deal with all of their armies, which is really, really unfortunate. But we can get a white peace. As much as I hate white peace, it's cost us all of our manpower and a lot of money. But we haven't lost any land, so it's not cost us any monarch points. Proved legitimacy, we need to recover from wars. War exhaustion less than 1. Yeah, we should be able to do that. It'll be easier than getting our manpower to recover. Let's group and split. Move into separate provinces. Again, we're probably well over our force limit. We're actually not. We're actually at our force limit. And we do have a lot of mercenaries here. Those mercenaries are costing us money, though. So let's go ahead and get rid of the mercs. Leaves us with a pretty weak army, especially when we don't have any manpower, but we just don't have any money. This is actually quite a difficult campaign, really, and props to anybody who's done well on this one, because I am doing a terrible job. It's probably too early to be able to annex these guys. Actually, it might not be. It's been a while. Let's just go and improve relations. Mal will want a royal marriage again. Let's keep that going. You absolutely use... Oh, that was why I was sucking up to Nepal. We were going to offer them an alliance. To which they have accepted, I think. Yeah, they have, and then I'll offer them a royal marriage when we get the opportunity. Now, they're not as big as they look, because most of their provinces are just like these really, really big ones, but they are Hindu, and they are in the Indian tech group, so they might be able to help us out. So we've got a royal marriage with them. Would have been nice if they'd have been in the helping us in the previous battle against Jainpur. In fact, who are they at war with? They're actually at war with Myeongyang. Kathiawar's declared war on Gujarat. Gujarat's not going to really have an awful lot left. Although Kathiawar's only a one province minor at the moment. But yeah, we need to take some time to recover now. Hopefully once I've got my relations up with Koshin enough, we will be able to annex them. Let's go ahead and royal marry, because that will give us some instant free opinion with them. It's not saying that we can't annex them yet. It's only going to cost 56 Diplo power. We are falling massively behind in tech right now, though. Can almost get another Diplo tech. War exhaustion is really high. Now, we technically lost that war, so did we get any revanchism? No. Well, I suppose it was a white peace, so it doesn't count. Still getting a massive amount of inflation. I'm going to buy that down again. I do want to try and get rid of these loans, of which we are now back up to 9. Fantastic. Where is this rebellion going to pop? Everywhere, mostly because of the war exhaustion. So do we want to get rid of that war? Do we want to buy it down for Diplo power? We are high on Diplo power. Do you know what? Let's just buy it down. We complete the mission. Job done. And then we want to... Yeah, I'd love to get that. I've been trying to do that one for a while, but it's just not working out, is it? Legitimacy needs to be at 100. That's going to take... Well, is this possible our leader could die? And our current heir does have a strong claim. So if our leader was to die today, and he's only 26, but yeah, it could happen. And then the heir would take over and we'd have 100% legitimacy. It's better taking that mission than the manpower one, because the manpower one is unlikely to pop anytime soon. So that's a 7 and 1 stack. That is a 7 and 2 stack. So we need one more cavalry, and then we need a lot of infantry to fill out these ranks. We've also lost our ships, of course. Let's not forget about these guys. They've automatically gone back to doing what they're supposed to be doing. Heavies can go back over to Gal. Transports can go back over to Gal. We'll mothball them up. We've taken a fair bit of a loss in the... Do you know what? We're not really using the heavies right now, are we? Let's just go ahead and... in fact, let's not do that. Let's see if we can sell them to Malwa. Going to see if I can sell the heavies to Malwa. I'll keep the transports just in case we need to get across to the islands. But we will go ahead and... we'll build one more transport to make around 10, and then we'll mothball them. But we're going to try and get rid of the heavies, because I'm not really doing anything with them. So what I want to do is go over to Malwa, and I want to go to sell ships. The 2 heavies. Are you not willing to buy them? Why not? Because they're in debt. Okay. What about you? Would you be willing to buy them? Prices above your treasury. There's a possibility here of them buying some. 110 for the 2? Sure. There we go. Got rid of the ship. Saves us a bit of maintenance. Gives us some money back. That's fine. So now we're also below our naval force limit, which means we can get some more ships and do some more trade. But I'd like to be in a slightly better financial position before we do that. So we went to war and it didn't work out too well. But, well, you live and learn. At least we didn't really lose anything. When we come back next time, I'll try not to be as derpy. We are still expanding. You know, we're a lot bigger than we were when we started the campaign. So it's still going in the rough direction that it needs to be. So thanks a lot for watching, guys. I hope you are still enjoying EU4. I'll see you on the next video. And until then, goodbye for now.